Hello YouTube, this is Liddy once again, and here I am to talk about my diet and what I do to remain at a healthy weight. So I'm going to start by saying that my diet is mostly dairy and gluten-free. Nevertheless, we're all human beings and we're allowed to have our cheat days, and we are allowed to have some cake once in a while and some pizza, etc. But for the most part, you will feel a great difference in your fibromyalgia symptoms if you take away dairy and the gluten. You have to have a healthy gut as well to be able to process foods, to be able to digest properly all of the vitamins, supplements, medications, plus the food that you're ingesting, so that your body can absorb the nutrients that it needs properly. That's why I wanted to make a point once again that is very important that you guys take probiotics and that you take your digestive enzyme. This is just something that helps for me. I take my 60 billion probiotics every single day, as well as my digestive enzyme M7 Plus each time before my meals. This is just something that helps me out, and I encourage people to try it. You're not going to get any side effects off of it, and you will get to see benefits right away in terms of your digestion. So I'm going to start with my breakfast. My breakfast is composed usually of root vegetables. Yes, and my favorite is called Taro, and I will put a picture here. And I am Latina, I am from the Caribbean, so it's very, very common for us to eat root vegetables in the morning, such as green plantain, yuca, or taro, which is my favorite. There's also potato and other root vegetables as well that you could search up. But this is a very, very healthy carbohydrate. And in the morning, you need energy. And you need something that will keep you full for a long period of time, so you can keep your energy level stable and you can do what you need to do during your day. So that is something that I do. Usually I will make a taro mash. It's very similar to potato. It's very, very creamy, super delicious, and I'll add a little teaspoon of goat cheese, and I'll have it usually with either with an egg white omelette with a ton of veggies, or with ham, or I'll spice things up. As of other things that I might have, I usually like oatmeal with berries, which are high in antioxidants, or with banana, or a mixture of both. I can also have a shake if I'm on the go. I will make a berry shake, which is high in antioxidants, or a papaya shake. This is an anti-inflammatory fruit, and it's very, very good for your digestive system. So that is something that I might mix up together with a little bit of almond milk and some honey, and I'll just take that with me, and that is perfect. If you know that you're going to be out and about for a long time before you get to your lunch, you might want to add some protein powder to that. I would advise you to try a couple of brands until you find one that is suitable to your liking. I do think that having protein in your breakfast is super important because it'll keep you full for longer. If you are somebody that loves bread, there is a recipe online on cloud bread, and sometimes I will make sandwiches with cloud bread. I'll make it at home. I want to talk next about my lunches. I am from the Caribbean and we love to eat rice and beans. I usually go for brown rice, and I will have it with any kind of beans. Beans are high in magnesium and they are high in vegetable protein. It will keep you full for so long. And I will have that with some kind of protein, either chicken or fish or lamb, which is my favorite. It's great in terms of flavor, but also it's very easily digested. And red meat I will probably have just once a week, but it is something that I really enjoy. Something else that I do like are woks. And basically, if you don't know, it's a Chinese term. You put in strips of any kind of protein, whether it's beef, chicken, lamb, turkey, whatever protein you're deciding on taking, and basically you saute it with some garlic and you put in a whole bunch of vegetables, and you can eat that with brown rice and it will be delicious. And it's very quick and easy. It doesn't take a whole bunch of time. It will be super filling. That is just my usual lunch. and I'll have, of course, a salad. I love avocados. I love cherry tomatoes. Any vegetable that you like, I would encourage you to have a big bowl of that. Also wanted to give you some tips on other kinds of foods. I love pasta, and there's incredible brands of gluten-free pasta that are very, very easily to digest. And I would advise you, if you're not a person that loves vegetables, you just put all of the veggies inside of that sauce. All of it. They'll be delicious. And then you just process it and then you eat it with your pasta. That's a trick that you might want to try if you're not a vegetable fan. Also, very important, soups are glorious. They're incredible in terms of filling you up and also keeping you full for longer. So I know not a lot of people love soups, but that is a good option in terms of a lunch. And you could do this as dinner. You could do a broccoli soup, you could do a all vegetable soup, you could do a potato soup, you could do whatever you want. Just stay away from the broths that are high in sodium. You want to look if you're looking for a chicken broth or a beef broth or a vegetable broth, try for them to be as low sodium as possible, if possible with no sodium, so that you have control over that. Something else that I wanted to talk about is my dinner. Usually I'll have a salad. Dinner is carbo free. No carbohydrates for dinner. None. Zero. At least that's just how I found that it's easier to maintain my weight. It's just more important for you to have your carbohydrates during your day, when it is most important to have your energy at peak so that you can do the things that you need to do. But at night, you're gonna go to sleep soon. You don't need that carbo load. So what I do is that I will have a salad and I'll have some light protein, such as fish or chicken. And those are really my go-tos. I also wanted to talk about snacks, because you might get hungry in between meals. Cut up vegetables with hummus. That's my number one go-to snack. It's really high in protein. And I also like cashews and almonds. Just be aware that when you're going to consume nuts, you want to consume a very little amount. Nuts are great sources of fat and they're great sources of energy, but they have a lot of calories. So you want to be aware of the amount that you're eating. I don't eat as much in restaurants and in fast food places. I cook them at home and they're so easy and so simple to make. I will make breadless burgers in my house and it will be super delicious with a salad on the side. And they're made with real beef and I know what's in them, and I'll put whatever I feel like I want in them. So just taking control over your own food and what you're putting into your body is super important. I try to stay away from canned foods or foods that are super high in sodium. It's just not good for you. So let's talk about sweets. What sweets can I take? What sweets do I eat? I love dark chocolate. You just have to think about sweets in moderation. You can have sweets. I have a piece of dark chocolate every single day. And dark chocolate helps with your brain fog. It helps with your overall mood. It'll just make you happy. So eating a small little square of dark chocolate, it is something that you can do. I also love Rice Krispies. I like making them at home because I like just putting whatever I want in them. But you can certainly buy them. Of course, go online and see which ones are gluten-free and with less preservatives possible and with the less weird ingredients possible as well. I love ice cream, so I will make the 2-ingredient banana ice cream, and I do advise you to look that recipe up. It's super easy. Basically what you put is the banana into the freezer, cut into little pieces, and then you'll put it into a food processor with a little bit of almond milk, and you've got some delicious ice cream. And you could put some raw cocoa powder into there if you love chocolate, or you could put some strawberry in there if you like strawberry ice cream, and you could just play around with the flavors, and it's just something that you can do, and it is a treat to yourself. Something else that I wanted to talk about before going is labels. You want to be aware of everything that you're putting into your body. If you can't read it, don't eat it. Start reading the labels. Start studying what the things mean. High fructose corn syrup, you do not want that into your body. You do not want any saturated, high saturated fat foods, and you don't want a super high sodium intake either. Overall, I just try to stay clear of canned food. That's basically it for this video. If you have any questions and you would like for me to go into detail about other things that I didn't mention right now, then I would be glad to answer them. If you would like specific recipes for any kind of food that I've mentioned right now in this video, please let me know. I am so open to making videos that appeal and that are interesting to you guys and that can help you. So please let me know, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.